Hey everyone, it is Thursday. Today is going to be a new streaming day of the week. I want to say hi to everybody that has been here before and hey to everybody that's new. Today, and probably on Thursdays for a while, I'm going to be painting this miniature. She is an 80mm figure from Golem miniatures. She's based on a piece of classical art called Judith. I have that right here that I can... Let me see if I can get the whole thing. There we go. I'm going to be trying to recreate that as best I can on the miniature. It's kind of daunting, but we'll see what happens. So I've already primed her in gray, and looking at the picture, I probably should have primed her in white, but we'll get through it. So I am going to start with her white cloth undershirt thing, which I think is part of this bottom skirt as well. So I'm gonna be using linen white from Reaper Miniatures. It is my favorite white. Hey Ian, thanks for coming. And once again, I've not set up my palette. Why would I do such a thing? Thin my paint just a little bit. I'm going to use this nice big size 2 brush from Game Envy. It was with one of their recent Kickstarters. Mine is kind of fluffy. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that. No, I'm not supposed to have that extra hair there. But, I find it really good for base coating because it's nice and big. So here we go. For anyone who is curious, this is the fantasy playlist on Streamlabs music free app. I will be uploading this VOD to YouTube because I know, or I'm pretty sure, Twitch doesn't save them all. So I usually upload those next day. Or if I forget, they hopefully get up before the next stream. And I'm not really being particular about this, I'm just trying to get a coat of white down. Let me know if this music is too loud or if I'm too quiet. This is not the whole miniature. She's also got arms and legs, or, well, feet. and a sword. Which is pretty cool. Once I get a coat on this arm, I will open up the box and show y'all those. This company, Golem Miniatures, I'm not sure if they have a website that they sell through, but I've been getting their miniatures through Kickstarters. And this line, the Les Muses line, has been on Kickstarter. And I've gotten 2 of them so far, and I'm waiting on 2 more that are from a recent campaign. We're not gonna go with sheer cloth this time because of Twitch not liking boobs, but it is what it is. This brush does not want to cooperate today. I might find something else. I'm gonna grab a different brush, just a second. I grabbed this big synthetic brush. I couldn't tell you what it is because all of the writing has faded off. I do know it's a synthetic, which is pretty cool because it's not super, I mean it's curved, but it's still usable for a lot. Twitch internet's being a little finicky, so probably gonna lurk, leave stream open while doing other stuff. Okay, Ian, thanks. That is totally fine. I'm realizing now I missed a gigantic mold line, but this is resin, so I don't want to really mess with it now that I've started painting it. I might change my mind before next week. This is what I'm going to be painting on Thursdays. I forgot what today was. For the foreseeable future. I am also streaming to Facebook and Instagram. So if you're over there, hi. Thanks for coming. I'm not sure about the timing of this. It's a new day for me. First Thursday stream. So we'll I'll try to work on timing, and we'll see how long I can go today before I get super tired. I realize there's a slight lag on Facebook and Instagram. in my video. It's throwing me off. If you hear me sniffling a lot, I apologize. I also apologize if you can hear my fan. It is not the coldest up here. It gets warm with all the lights on. It's nice and cool in the rest of the house, but sitting here it is 72 degrees, which is warm for me. Okay, so I will show the rest of the pieces that came with this. So it comes in these boxes. These are limited edition. They very rarely re-release them. They made 350 of them. I think what they do is kickstart it and only make as many as are ordered. This is the little card that comes with it, like the authentication card. There's nothing on the back. And there's a bunch of bubble wrap. It's stuck. So this is the sprue with all the pieces that don't come attached. So you've got her feet and this really long, really thin sword that I'm kind of afraid of, just because of how fragile it might be. And then you can't really tell in the picture, but she is holding a head to her side. I don't know a lot about the painting, but it is pretty cool. And then that's hair extensions that were too thin and small to just mold on. And I'm pretty sure these are molded and not 3D printed. I've got so many windows going on right here. Sorry. I'm trying to figure out where everything is. Okay. Back to some painting white. I'm gonna try to get this coat on her skirt evenish, but I'm not expecting miracles. Yeah, there's a lot of brush strokes here. If you're new here, I want to say thanks for coming and checking things out. My name is Sparrow. I stream on Thursdays from 7 to 9-ish, depending on how tired I get. I may go later. Just kind of see how things flow. And then I also stream Sundays from 3 to 5, 3 to 5 p.m. and this is all Pacific time for the US. And we generally have a pretty great time over here. I have been painting for almost 11 years. I do take commissions. And I am working on... I got blue tack in the way. Hold on. Can't get the bottom of the skirt if it's covered up. So I've been painting for 11 years and no intention on stopping soon. I take commissions. I am currently working on setting up classes, remote, with a good friend of mine. This brush is making me angry too. So I'm gonna switch brushes again. Ah, there we go. I'm gonna go with this really big ghost brush. I don't actually know who makes these. So I would gladly tell you if I knew. My computer does not like everything that I've got going on right now. All I can see on my screen is my cameras, and that's it. These brushes are also synthetic. I really like them. They're probably some of the nicest synthetics that I own. I won them in a giveaway, so I don't know anything about price or anything. I think I missed some primer in places. Is my paint, it does not want to go down in that spot. Yeah, I must have missed all that with primer. On the sides of the skirt, you can see right here, I've got little chips in them. I'm not actually sure if that was like a molding flaw or something I did when I was cleaning it. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've actually prepped this. But it's there. I can probably fix it later. But that's a future me problem. See, there's a slightly bigger one on this. Well, I guess you can't see that. A slightly bigger one on this side. And then right there. I'm hoping my video is okay over on Instagram. I think I forgot to turn on my vertical display, and I'm not sure how well that's working over there. Alright, that's gonna be my base coat because that needs to dry. My brain's not totally agreeing with my words today. I can't English. This layer I'm going to do in Asmodeus Red. It's also a Reaper paint. Getting that set up real quick. My only gripe about these white brushes are that they're white and they stain. Now in the painting you can't actually see a lot of what's going on, like below about here-ish. So some of this is just a guess based on what I can see. This middle bit is gonna be, I want to say fun, but it might just be hell. We'll find out. Because I don't know how well you can see that. All that little detail is sculpted in, and there's also some right in there. Let me get this little piece right there so I don't forget to fix that up later. I hope y'all are doing well. Hi to anybody who's just joined. Great apologies if you're on Instagram and my video is sideways. Now this fabric that's got all the design on it is kind of a metallic fabric. So I'm going to mix an actual metallic with a medium-ish red to kind of get that orangey. Oh no. That orangey hue. That is in the painting. I'm trying really hard not to let my OCD kick in and make me totally match everything, because it is a painting. And y'all, that's real hard. Yeah, cat fur stuck on me. Let me know if the music is too loud. If I'm not loud enough, I can adjust that real easily. So right now I'm just base coating everything. Yeah, see the end of... No. Oh, now you can't see it because of my hand. Hold on. The end of this is slightly red now. So for my, lack of a better word, orange, that is this fancy patterned, I'm going to use a mix of this Pro Acryl Rich Gold and their Burnt Red. I like to use a ceramic palette for metallics. This is all dry, so don't worry about that. Because I don't like using metallics on my wet palette. And my other, let's see if that makes a good color. My other ceramic palette, I just use, oh, that's a pretty perfect color, I think. Might need a little more gold. We'll see once it's, lost my train of thought. I'm sorry, y'all. Now I am thinning this just a little bit, because if I don't, it'll just gum up all these teeny tiny details, and I don't want to have to start this over once I get going. So let's move that out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. Get this hair off my paintbrush. And see if I've thinned this enough. Oh, that is a gorgeous color. Oh, just so everybody knows, I am not affiliated or sponsored by any of these companies that I mention during stream. That'd be great, but I'm not. I'm gonna have to write down this recipe, or I will forget what I've done. And then come back to this, and I won't know. Hey, Selnar, how's it going? Or I won't remember what I did and not be able to recreate this. I'm pretty good. Just hanging out. I mixed up this really pretty shiny orangey color, and I'm very happy with it because I think it looks pretty close to the picture that this is based off of. I'll show that again in just a minute. Some of this does not want to stick. So this is the piece of art that it's based on. I can't fit it all on my screen. I've got stuff in the way. Just a second. That's most of it. And she's got this really shiny... Oh, excuse me. This really shiny patterned fabric. And if you, I don't know how well you can tell, let me flip her around and see if you can. All that detail is sculpted in. So that'll be a project in and of itself. I might have to pull out the goggles. Satin. Oh yes, somebody definitely was ambitious. I think these are like 3D renders that they get cast. So they essentially just take the painting and turn it into a 3D model and then cast those. I know they're not printed. Welcome to everybody just coming in. I can't tell, but I'm sorry if you're on Instagram and my video is sideways. I had an issue with setup that I could not change once I went live without resetting live. This has a lot of hidden areas that are really hard to reach with this brush. Somebody has to do the sculpts on my assessment stand. Yeah, that is very true, Selnar. Oh, that is also this orange color. And this area is also got a lot of little bit of detail. Oh! Hey, thanks Mike for the like. That noise is never not gonna startle me. That was so loud. Stirring up my paint. I don't want it to separate too much. Sorry if I get off camera a little bit. I've been trying to readjust my whole setup for doing video classes. And some of those require me to record, and I don't really have a recording setup, so I've just got the 2 cameras. Oh, the color's so pretty. I'm never gonna get over that. Okay, skin. For her skin, I'm using the Rosy Skin Triad from Reaper. I'm just gonna put that on the palette. I would put these on the palette before I get started, but because of the humidity and everything here, it likes to separate much faster than I would like it to. So pretty. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate it. Now, I'm gonna go back to my sable brushes for this because I like them better than my synthetics, but synthetics have a place. I'm just trying to get my paint at the right consistency. I'm gonna take my mid-tone and just do a coat over all her skin that I have here. She's got feet and hands. Oh, that looks really pale here. She's got feet and hands that are not attached to her yet, but I will do that a little bit later down the line. Ooh. This will be my Thursday mini for a while. On Sundays, if you've checked out my stream then, I do a lot of different miniatures because I like to jump around and have something to do while things dry. And I will smooth all this out eventually. I just want to get a base coat down right now. Tired tonight, but need to do some painting yourself. Yeah, Selnar, it's been a pretty exhausting week. I've got a visitor. Maybe she'll come up and see everybody. Sometimes she likes to perch on the back of my chair or on my shoulder. Well, come on. She wants to ignore me. Sorry about that. Did not mean to hit the camera. Let me give this a minute to dry. For her hair, she has pretty dark hair in the picture. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go a little bit lighter than this, like, black. I do it all the time recording. Yeah. I've been pretty good about not hitting the camera when I stream, but anything else and it's hit or miss, literally. I think I'm gonna use this, like, dark brown color. It looks more red in the camera than it does here. It's not quite that red. And I will have to make notes at some point Hopefully I'll remember what I've done later after the stream. Oh. Because I never remember to take notes. I used to be really diligent about like before I even put paint or primer sometimes on the mini, I would sit down and dissect it and then decide what colors I was gonna use on what parts. I don't know why I stopped doing that. But anymore, I just kind of grab the mini and go. I do put a little thought into what colors I'm putting together. I don't just throw colors on something without a little bit of thought, but I don't take as detailed of notes anymore, which is not necessarily helpful. Especially when I need to recreate colors like this orange. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I feel like just doing her hair black would make it near impossible to see any of the details she's got going on. She's got this really pretty braid and bun thing going on in the back. I want to thank everybody for being here. It really means a lot. This is a new time slot for me, so seeing everybody here is great. Even if you're just lurking, it's still appreciated. My headband is driving me nuts. She's a little taller than I'd anticipated when I set up this camera. she is 80 millimeters. Happy to be here. New schedule starts Sunday, so it'll be interesting. Oh, yes, Elnar. Hopefully it's not too rough. Alright, I'm gonna go back with my really big brush here. And go back over some of this white that is pretty patchy. And see if we can just smooth it out. This might take a while. It should work to my benefit, but we shall see. I sure hope so. In a couple minutes, I'm going to take a very short break so I can get some more water into me and take a stretch break. I would encourage anybody that's hanging out to do the same. Well, that's an annoying fold. Okay. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Now, where was I? It's painting white. This is not the best brush to be trying to paint real sharp lines here. I just kind of want to... keep her from falling. Oh, for those of you who don't know, I do have a blog, website thing, and I don't update it as much as I used to, but I do take commission requests through it. And once I get classes all situated, I will advertise those there too. These folds are not fun. I'm gonna grab a different brush again. If you are new here, I want to say thanks for coming. This is a new time slot for me. I also stream on Sundays at 3 to 5 p.m. Pacific. None of my brushes want to cooperate today. But I'm not trying to be super precise, I'm just trying to get coverage right now. I'm not sure how much during the week I'll be working on this one. But if I do, I've got a Discord and an Instagram, obviously, and the Facebook that you can go check out. I will drop links to those in the Twitch chat real quick. Oh yeah, I also have a Threads. I don't really use that one that much, but I do announce like art related things, not necessarily miniatures painting. I promise I will get back to her skin. I just want to make sure it's super dry before I do. I don't want to rip up anything that I've already done. Because if you don't wait for... If you've painted something and it's not still totally wet when you go back over it, you have the great chance of peeling off what you just put down, and then it leaves texture and whatnot. One single bristle sticking out to the side. I thought I might have to cut it off. This is going to be an interesting exercise in patience, because I don't normally do a lot of white like this, and I don't normally do teeny detail, or line work. We'll call it line work. I can't tell if the strap around her sleeve is supposed to be white or if it's supposed to be part of the satin. I'm just trying to look at the picture over here. I think it's white, so it's going to be white. And if it's not actually white, it is now. This right now is a very relaxing miniature. It's easy to just kind of zone out. But I'm sure that will change quickly. Hey, thanks for the like, Jessica. The noise didn't startle me that much this time. Maybe I'll get used to it. Probably not. We'll see. Maybe. Oh, there's that hair again. So I like when I have little hairs sticking out. I have these like spring-loaded scissors. I don't know if you can see that one hair, and I'll just snip it at the very base of where the ferrule or the little metal bit begins, so then they don't all go weird on me. I've got too much water in my brush. I've got to get a second monitor. Where I would put it, I don't know, but right now I have everything cramped onto one screen. Oh, I totally missed the bottom of the sleeve. Or a good chunk of it anyways. Normally this mini holder has a handle, but I don't have one tall enough for her. She's, you know, pretty big. Okay, let's get back to her skin as soon as I mix that up again. Loaded too much paint on. Hope everybody's having a good Thursday evening. I almost said Friday. It's not Friday yet. Tomorrow is Friday. I might, until next Thursday, off and on, work on this to just try to get the base coat smoothed out so we can move on next week. Because I don't know about you, but base coating is like one of my least favorite things in the world. I'm trying to decide if, oh, that's under my face, if next Thursday, what I want to try to work on her, because I'm thinking anything right now is gonna be a big task. So I don't know if I want to start the white, like start shadowing and highlighting it, or if I want to work on the skin and her face. might have to start pulling out some newer brushes next time. Maybe I'll just get some of my brush restorer out and do some deep cleaning. Excuse me. It's always important to get the underside of things. So if you're not sure if you have, just flip it upside down. Like I missed a big chunk under the folds there. I missed pretty much the entirety of the underside of her chin. I know when you do at least certain competitions that one of the first things they will do is flip your miniature upside down and see if you've done the underneath. Or so I've heard. Work on the white, Selner. Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do a cool white. Maybe. Get some blues in here. I'm working on a small diorama based on the Spy vs. Spy comics, which I'm sure that dates me. Maybe. But I've painted most of the white one. I've not started on the black one yet because I've misplaced the miniature. It got tossed in one of the drawers. Blue undertone's nice. Never what, Selner? I'm just looking for that white miniature to give an idea of what I'm going to be doing. But I don't... Oh, there it is. Okay. So, it's not... Oh, Spy vs. Spy date you, yeah. Yeah. This is almost finished. I don't know how well you can actually see the shadows, but it's kind of a blue, white, undertoned color. I need to push it a little bit deeper, I think, for this one. But that one's almost done. I might paint the black one on stream if anybody's interested in seeing that. This arm needs more white. I'm gonna switch back to my synthetic brush. Just to get a little bit bigger, more coverage. yeah, I'll try to find that other one and I'll attempt black on stream. I don't do a lot of black. That's probably why I've put it off for a while. Thousands of other things to do and not a color I do often, so it gets pushed to the back burner. I'll probably paint the black spy miniature on Sundays, since I generally have a little bit more motivation to switch back and forth. I want to take as much time as I can on this one. Thanks if you're just coming in. Hope y'all are doing well. I mentioned earlier this is my first Thursday stream. And I need more paint. There. And I'm hoping this is a good time for people. I figured it would be not an awful time. But, you know, after dinner, before bed, whatever. I've listened to this music quite a few times. It's a nice playlist. Oh, she's stuck. Just a second. There we go. This is a nice playlist to zone out and paint to, but at this point it feels like some of this might be something, but it is a Twitch safe playlist and so far YouTube safe, so I'm starting to get a solid white coat here. You can't really see it because it is just reflecting. Oh. Is anybody else's allergies just absolutely awful right now? Once I'm pretty sure I've got a solid white coat going on, I will come back and touch up the red, because I've got stuff all over it. I also might pick a red with a slightly more coverage on it, because this one looks pretty... It looks okay on camera, but in person, it's pretty transparent. So when I do white, I like to do cool undertones. And you'd think I'd learn to not use a warm white base. I'd use something with a natural blue undertone. Which I think goes back to the thing I was saying earlier about how I used to take extremely detailed notes and planning. I gotta get back into that habit. I'm just trying to get in this crease here. I want to say thanks again to everybody that's here. I really appreciate the support. This is my 11th stream. I only know that because I was relabeling videos to upload the VODs a couple days ago. And my last one was number 10. I had something in my brush. It might just be discoloration from staining. Can't really tell right now. Wow, it's 2 hours. It's gone by really fast so far. Got about 25-ish minutes left here. If anybody's got any questions for me, let me know. I'm gonna get a different brush. I'm gonna get my really thin brush and try to do the edge of this sash she's got going on here. I will definitely get this base coated before next Thursday. So we can start something fun. Okay, I think I'm going to work on the satin a little bit more and then call it a night. I just don't want this color to totally ink's already starting to dry out. Thin it down a little more. Trying to put this on very, very thin. The sculpting on this is not super deep. I cannot get over how pretty of a color this is. I'm crashing, not feeling the best day. Catch you soon. Okay, Solnar. I'm about to end anyways, so have a good night. Alright. Thanks. I'll talk to you later. I think I'm going to call it there. I've still got a little bit of everything to base coat. The white's looking pretty good. At least on the skirt, it's looking pretty solid. Her skin could be better right now. But I just cannot get over how much I love this orange metallic that I made. I'll get some pictures and post that in various places. So I hope y'all have had a good time and have a good night. As for me, it is time for bed soon. Thanks, y'all. I'll see you Sunday or next Thursday. Bye.